Hi, this is Nick Jervis from Samsung Consulting, and I just wanted to share a short video with you about why solicitors who are serious about growing their law firm should use Google Adwords, because I have been marketing law firms in a consultancy capacity since 2003, but for 14 years before that inside law firms, and I can honestly say that nothing touches AdWords in terms of delivering a consistent flow of new clients to law firms. It really doesn't. There's nothing that beats this. So I wanted to share that with you and share why this works so well and explain some things which you may not have considered before now. Before that, why would you listen to me? Well, I have managed to spend over £2 million of AdWords online. Not only that, I've spent a lot of my own money promoting my services using AdWords and as well as client services. So I spent a lot doing this, and I spent that money because I've always been the marketing consultant that didn't just want to tell you what to do, but I wanted to prove to you that it worked because I do it myself. I do. So I spent a lot of money on AdWords. I spend a lot of time in and around Google AdWords, working with it, which makes me, I hope, better at it, an expert at it. I've taken over so many campaigns from that solicitors have had run by other so-called experts, and improved the amount of traffic they get for the same spend, but also improved the quality of those visitors to solicitors' websites, and thereby generating more client instructions for them. I'm a Google partner because I passed the exams. Recently I was in the top, or just outside the top 100 of UK Google partners, so that shows that I'm doing something right, I hope, bearing in mind I'm a small business and I'm competing against a lot of huge agencies, and I've built my marketing consultancy around introducing automated marketing to solicitors so that they can generate a steady and consistent flow of new client instructions. This is by far the best method of automated marketing. So let's dive straight in. The first one is the biggest one. Search engine optimization, search engine marketing, as we used to know it, is dead. It's finished. You used to be able to spend time making your website very friendly to Google and generate a lot of traffic. I used to be at the top for lots of search terms. It is now almost impossible to guarantee those results, yet there's still search engine marketing companies taking thousands of pounds a month from clients. So you are not guaranteed to get results. It is simply impossible for anyone to guarantee you that. Google is constantly changing the rules. And you'll have noticed recently, I hope, that there's now 4 Google AdWords advertisements at the top of the search results before you even get to any free listings, so-called free listings. So people have to get past 4 advertisements. Those advertisements are bigger than they've ever been, and it means that more people are clicking on the top 4 ads. There's no ads down the right hand side to distract people. Google AdWords has focused on generating more clicks for the AdWords traffic, because that's how Google makes $16 billion a quarter. So if you aren't in those top 4 positions, you will be missing opportunities to win new business, guaranteed. When you are there, number 2, you generate instant new client instructions. This isn't about doing some marketing which might or might not work. It might take 3 months, might take 6 months. This is about doing marketing that works instantly and generates clients for you instantly. It is not about taking time to make this work. When you set this up right, it works. Number 3, it's easy for you to work out what your return on investment is, and I always say the minimum should be 3 to 1. So if you spend £1, you generate £3 in profit costs, but many of my clients generate 10 times that return on investment. That's all down to how well you do with the Google AdWords campaign, how well your website works, and how good you are at talking to the clients and turning them into clients. I will cover all of those things on the Google AdWords masterclass I'll be running shortly. Number 4, this is one of my favorites. You can beat the big boys, and you can beat them easily. When you do AdWords properly, it's not about spending the most to get to the top, it's about doing this properly. And that's why when I've taken over so many AdWords campaigns, I've managed to beat the big boys, the major players with millions of pounds spent a year, because I've just put the campaign together properly. I'll show you how I put the campaign together so that you can achieve these results too in the Google AdWords masterclass. Number 5, you can cap your investment. You can decide to spend £10 a month or £10,000 a month. It is up to you, and once you cap that investment, you won't spend any more than it, so you know what you're going to spend each month. So if, for example, you're spending £500 a month on something at the moment, and you think, okay, I might stop that and try AdWords, you can cap your investment with AdWords at £500. As I say, you should be guaranteeing a return on investment then of at least £1,500, but possibly significantly more. Number 6, most of my most successful clients use it, and those that don't will do soon, because I constantly go on about it. The reason I go on about it is because it works so well. Like I say, there really isn't anything like it. If you've tried it in the past and failed, that's probably because it wasn't set up right or your website wasn't set up correctly. I'll show you how to make sure you don't make those mistakes so that it can work for you. Number 7, the better you get, the less you pay. Google rewards people that use its system well by saying you can pay less to get to the top of Google. A really good thing. So you don't have to just spend more to get to the top. You can be clever in the way you advertise and be successful. Clients find you at the exact time they're looking for a solicitor. This isn't clients thinking about maybe one day in the future, 6 months time, I'll find a solicitor. It's clients saying I want a solicitor now and going off and finding one. Number 9 is replace the yellow pages. If you ever used to get success with the yellow pages is now Google AdWords. Number 10, it's a constantly growing market. There's still more and more people using search to find services, to find solicitors. If you aren't there, you are absolutely missing out, and missing out on good quality clients, whether you're a business solicitor, because I promise you I've got commercial solicitors doing very well from AdWords, or whether you're a private client solicitor, whether you're a conveyancing solicitor, there is work for you there. And you can get it, but if you're not there, you absolutely will be missing work. You can test small before spending more. So I always say to clients, test a campaign, get it working. Once it's converting, you can spend more. And the question is, if I said to you for every £10 you generate £50 in fees, when would you stop spending £10? And that's the same with Google AdWords. You can target geographically. Number 12, if you want to target people within 5 miles of your office, you can do that. If you want 20 miles, 50 miles, if you want the whole of the UK, you can target geographically. 13, Google helps you to get better. It improves your performance. It gives you tools. If you use them correctly, your campaign gets better and better. You get more visitors to your website, more inquiries for your services, but you spend less. Fantastic. 14, you don't pay the most to appear at the top. As I said, if you use it well, you get to the top and you can beat the big boys. 15, you only pay when someone clicks on your advertisement. So unlike normal advertising, you go in the paper, you pay whether anyone phones or not. You can spend £100 a week in your local paper and you never know if it will make the phone ring. And generally, in my experience, solicitors often spend £100 a week in their local paper and never know if it makes the telephone ring. I promise you, if you take that £100 and put it to Google AdWords instead of your local paper, it will be far more effective if you do it properly. The AdWords Masterclass will show you how to do it properly. It can make you seem bigger than you are because you're online, people are seeing you all of the time, they think this is a big firm. It increases your brand awareness, people consistently see you around, and if you use Google AdWords remarketing, which I'll show you how to use, you can actually present your advertisement to people that have visited your website but not yet instructed you, and they keep seeing you, and they'll see you on all sorts of big websites, and they'll see your advertisement and think, wow, that firm is everywhere, they must be good. Tied into that at 18, it shows you're a progressive law firm. It makes you more accessible to your clients. If your clients come looking for you, they'll be able to find you, and they'll be able to find you quickly and easily. You can manage the AdWords yourself, or you can outsource it. So what I always say to clients is I want you to understand exactly how something works. If you then choose to get someone else to do it for you because you're too busy, go ahead and do it. Get it outsourced, get someone else running for you. At least you know the questions to ask then. So you might join the Google AdWords Masterclass, spend a couple of months setting it up and go, wow, this works. Right, now I know it works, I'll get someone else to run it for me. There's lots of people out there. 21, the best one, my favourite one, brings you new clients while you sleep. Once you've set up an AdWords campaign properly and you check in on it regularly, and I'll show you how, and it doesn't take hours and hours, but it does need regular checking, it brings you new clients every day while you sleep. So you don't have to be marketing yourself. It will keep on working. It will keep on producing new clients for you. So why would you join the Google AdWords Masterclass? I will show you step by step how to set up a Google AdWords campaign, how to generate inquiries for your services. I'll show you everything, not just on a dummy campaign, using a live solicitor's campaign. I have a solicitor that's happy for me to do this because he wants me to set it up for him. So he's more than happy for you to see what I do as I set it up. So this is you watching something be built from start to finish, and it will work, and you'll see how it works, and you'll also get to ask me questions in the private LinkedIn group. If you're stuck on anything, I'll be able to point you in the right direction. This is about you setting up a campaign properly and generating inquiries for your services. It will win you more clients, and the advice they will give you will pay for itself many times over, because if you set up a Google AdWords campaign badly, you will spend hundreds of pounds a month on traffic that will never generate inquiries for your services, I promise you, because I've seen it so many times. When you set it up properly, you spend less, you get more instructions. So the 2-month investment of £149 a month, and then on to marketing solicitors if you want to, but you can cancel. So it's a maximum of £249 a month payments. You will make that money back because I will show you how to set this campaign up properly, and so that it generates clients for you on an ongoing basis. So I would strongly urge you to click the button below and join me on the Google AdWords Masterclass, which starts next week. So please do join me. If you've got any questions, feel free to email me on the usual email address, the email that came with this. Just reply to it. I'll be happy to answer any questions, but I assure you, if you ever thought about using Google AdWords or you tried and failed, now is the time to use Google AdWords and follow me on this masterclass. And don't forget, if you join me, I'll also give you access to £120 matched funding Google AdWords voucher. So in the first month, if you spend £120 or more, Google will credit your account with another £120. So it actually makes the course fee even more affordable and easier to digest, I hope. I hope to see you on the inside on the Google AdWords Masterclass for Solicitors. This is Nick Jervis from Samson Consulting.